Bill's in San Antonio. Hi, Bill. How are you?
Hey, Dave. How are you today?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Man, I'm so excited to talk to you. So I'm 31, been married 2 years. My wife and I have about $45,000 in student loan debt. Right now, that's all we've got. I work for my family in agriculture, farming, and ranching, and I make about $30,000 a year. My wife makes about 40. So recently, we've been hammering down on the debt, getting it paid off. We got $25,000 down, got 45 to go. This house has come up. It's owned by my parents. They want to sell it to us. We want to buy it. We need it. But we're trying to pay the debt off. So I went to my folks. I asked for a raise. I've been with them 5 years now, never had a pay raise in that time. And they said, well, why don't you just let us pay off your student loan debt? And I said, man, that's a wonderful gesture, and I appreciate it. But, we've been working really hard to pay this off, and I feel like if I take this money, there's going to be some strings attached. And, of course, that's just based on our relationship, and that's a different conversation.
No, it's not. It's the same one.
It's the exact same one, Bill.
Right. Okay.
Where there are no strings, yes, you take the gift. Where there are strings, then we have to discuss the strings.
How old are you, man?
31.
31. How do they justify? I'm going to put it on them. I'll put it on you. You're 31 years old, making $30,000 a year. What are you doing?
I work for the family business.
No, we understand that.
I know that.
Not what do you do physically? Why are you taking this?
Why are you doing this? You work too hard. You're too smart. Your work ethic is too strong.
Making 2 or 3 times that.
Or 4.
Yes, I should. I also have a business degree from Ole Miss. So the reason why I do what I do is because I love it. I'm not working for my parents because I've got no other way. We raise cattle. We raise sheep. This is my passion. I love my job, and I hope to someday have my own place, and this, to me, is the best way to get there. My own place to run my own business is what I mean.
How is $30,000 a year getting you there?
Well, it's slow.
It's not.
It's not, man.
So, what do they make?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You have a business degree.
Right
Yes,
now,
you do.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I would say over $1 million a year.
So I'm going to say this, and it's not going to be pretty, but I'm getting frustrated. Your parents are taking advantage of you.
This is strange.
It's not cool. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, y'all sound like my wife.
It's disrespectful. And what's happening is it's pitting a relationship. If they can just cut you a $45,000 check to wipe it's a power play, man. It's a move.
Yeah.
And you smelled the move. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm from Texas. I get wanting to have a ranch and run the cattle. Those are some of my closest friends in the world. But you can't do that at $30,000. You're never going to earn the money to buy your own ranch, or you're playing a 30-year long game with a couple of power brokers that they may give you their ranch someday. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Go get a job at McDonald's and make $30,000. At least you can deliver pizzas at night and make another $15,000 on top. You're killing yourself for $30,000.
Well, you're doing your day-to-day work. You enjoy doing the day-to-day work. It's
yes, sir.
But I honestly believe you could manage a ranch for somebody as with their business degree and with your knowledge of the actual events that have to occur on the ranch to win. I mean, you know how to handle the cattle. You know how to purchase the cattle, sell the cattle, deal with the issue. You know how to do that. So you could work for someone else as a manager and make $100,000 a year, couldn't you?
Maybe not 100, but I think I could double my income. But I'd have to move somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you would. So my point is, if your parents hired someone to do what you're doing, they would have to pay them more than they pay you.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's where I say you're getting taken advantage of.
So the rule in business, the rule in family business is this. My kids work for me. Okay, is they get paid what other people doing the job that they are doing get paid. Not more because they're family, and not less because they're family. And so Rachel Cruz is a Ramsey personality, and Rachel gets paid the same percentages on a book royalty that Dr. John Deloney gets paid as a Ramsey personality. Now, she might sell more books or less books, and so she might make more or less than he makes, but not percentage. She's on the exact same comp schedule as Ken Coleman, as George Camel, as Dr. John Deloney. And so that's Rachel. And so Rachel's not being mistreated by me working here, making less because she's family. And she's also not getting paid more because she's here working as family. And she does stand to inherit this place. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So she doesn't have to accept $30,000 a year. Instead, she makes what what these other guys make doing this thing here that we're doing. So, and the same is true of my son Daniel, who's one of our senior vice presidents and runs Entree Leadership. Okay. And so what does he make? The same thing as the other senior vice presidents that are running business units, as a percentage of their revenues is how they all get paid. And so you should be paid what someone else that didn't belong to your family would be paid, but not necessarily more. And so no, I do not want the $45,000, and yes, I have to rethink whether I can stay here at all.
Right. Well, that's pretty much what I was thinking, Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but and here's the thing: if mom and dad were making no profit, and you were joining in on the family business, trying to get the thing turned around and putting your shoulder to the wheel,
Totally different.
that's a different game. But they're probably making $1 million a year.
Well, I mean, I know what they make because I know what their livestock is worth.
Hello, and so, and you're not coming in here and asking for more than market rate, but I'm no longer willing to accept less than market rate. And if the promise of this inheritance is not enough to keep me.
Absolutely not.
Because it's a bad arrangement in the short term.
And that arrangement comes with strings.
Yeah.
Of all kinds.
Yeah, and that's so it probably would be good for your mom and dad's relationship with you, good for your relationship with you, good for your wife's relationship for you to work on another ranch for a while.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut strings. You don't have to burn bridges. You have to cut strings, but you don't have to burn bridges. Yeah. And just get your marketplace savvy established, your value in the marketplace established, and then we can discuss maybe in 2 or 3 years how to come back, and under what circumstances you can come back. And it's going to be market rate then, with a plan towards succession in the business that's laid out.
Guys, do y'all recommend that I have this conversation again with them now that I've listened to you and I'm probably a little bit more confident? I mean, obviously you guys don't know them from Adam, but I mean, is it another word?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Yeah. It doesn't hurt anything.
I think you tell them I'm going to reach out to seek this amount of money. This is what my time and my experience and my knowledge and my value is, and I want to put y'all on notice. I'm going to be looking for this type of work across the southeast region. Right?
Southwestern region.
Southwestern, wherever you happen to be.
Yeah. But it would, if you want to stay there and they suddenly want to clean this thing up, then that'd be okay. But I be honest with you, I think if they were going to do that, they would already done it.
Right. And my experience has been kids who grow up in this type of relationship undervalue themselves because they've been undervalued. And your wife, you mentioned it, she sees it. She knows what her husband's worth.
And she's not just mad at your mama.
No. I want you to see what you're worth, my brother.